in some of our high-performance jets. That's the great thing about Robinhood Air. It gives you a wide variety of aircraft and destinations to choose from. Has anyone been to the Grand Canyon with their family? I have as well. I remember going there on a road trip with my parents when I was a kid. And you know, one of my big regrets is that I didn't really pay any attention to the Grand Canyon. I just wanted to be on my Game Boy the whole time, playing Donkey Kong. I don't even remember what it looks like. So I'm looking forward to taking my own children there so that I can see it for the first time, and so that they can see it and not remember it. And hopefully, in 50 to 60 years, when they're out of the house and have their own kids, they'll do the same. And maybe that's the great allegory for how we think about our finances. You know, you try to teach your kids about it and keep them engaged, but really you're going to be doing all the work, at least for a little while. And then 20 years later, maybe you realize they've been paying more attention than you thought, and now they want to teach their own kids. And the hope is that this continues for generations and generations. This is what we mean when we talk about multi-generational financial services. So today, we'll be unveiling a new Robinhood, one that gets better when your entire family is on it, and one that stays with you, and hopefully your children and your children's children, throughout the great financial journey that we call life. You know, it's something I've been thinking a lot about since the launch of our first family product, the Robinhood Gold Card. It's one of the few credit cards that lets you seamlessly add your spouse and your children, even your parents and your caregivers. And a lot of our users are doing just that. Pretty amazing. So we're going to kick off our product announcements tonight with some updates to the Gold Card, including a few new features for our frequent flyers, quite literally, whether you're on a solo mission or traveling with the whole family. So please give a warm welcome to your chief purser for the journey, Deepak Rao.
Thank you, Vlad, and thanks, everyone. I love being in New York. The last time I was here, we actually announced the Gold Card in our very first annual event. The Gold Card has been one of the most successful credit card launches in recent history, and I want to start by sharing how much it's being used today. We ended last year with our customers spending over $10 billion on the card, and we're just getting started. Now, in my years of building consumer products, and my gray beard will attest to that, I have come to realize that we as consumers are divinely discontent. With the Gold Card, we built the most rewarding cashback card on the market with 3% cashback across the board. We even made some with real gold, solid gold, 24-karat gold. But just within a year, our customers, most hardcore customers, came to us and started asking us, what else is next? We spoke with these folks. They travel frequently. They dine out a lot. And it's normal for them to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on a credit card every year. In one particular case, we had a customer who literally tried to buy a satellite on their credit card, but their limit wasn't high enough. Yeah, that's Silicon Valley for you all. That's where I come from. So we stepped up, and we designed what we believe is the best premium card in the market. It's the best card out there. It is so cool that if James Bond had a card, that's the card he will want. Thank you, Vlad. And that's the vibe we're going for. And speaking of vibe, we obviously love gold. We love the name. We love the color. So we asked ourselves, what's even rarer than gold? And the answer was obvious. Introducing the Robinhood Platinum Card. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And unlike our competitors, we're not going to give you a platinum card that does not have any platinum in it. We're going to give you the first actual platinum card with 99.9% pure platinum. The rest, 0.1%, is just blood, sweat, and tears, but we'll talk about it another time. Now, let me tell you all about all the incredible benefits we have lined up for this card and how easy it is to get one. I'm going to go on my phone and show you all. OK, can you all see my screen? Yes, you can. So I'm in my Robinhood banking app. This is the Gold Card. I have a $10,000 limit. Here's my invitation for the Platinum Card. I'm going to click here. It's going to do its animation. I love what a design team can build. Here's the landing page about the actual Platinum Card. Platinum card has up to 5x higher limits than the gold card. Let me show you the limit that I will get if I apply for one. So I'm going to click reveal your limit. It's going to do its thing again. And boom. Thank you all. Thank you. I got a $100,000 limit. That's a cool limit, but if you're like someone even cooler like Vlad, you'll get $1 million limits. But I'm very happy with 100,000. Just for now, that's good enough for me. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about benefits, and we'll start with dining. It was important for us to build the most rewarding dining card on the market. So with Platinum Card, you get 5% cash back on dining. And when I say dining, I also mean takeout and delivery. Yeah, I know you guys really like that. That's the vibe we're going for. And not only that, we're also going to give you $500 of annual credits and discounts on DoorDash and restaurants, and you'll get a free DashPass membership, all within the card itself. So that's it for dining. We're now going to move on to travel. Vlad talked about our frequent flyers. So we decided we're going to give very high cash back for these categories. You're going to get 5% cash back on flights and 10% back on hotels. Let's see what else we have here. I'm going to click continue. We not only want our customers to get the highest cash back, but we also want them to travel in style. So you're going to get unlimited lounge access. You're going to get TSA pre. You're going to get global entry. And you're going to get $800 of annual credit on travel and hotels, so you can always say yes to that upgrade. And this is where legacy cards stop. And in their mind, a premium card or a premium lifestyle is all about dining and travel, but that's not true for our customers. Health is a huge priority for our customers, so let me show you what we have lined up here. With the Platinum Card, you're going to get the most comprehensive health and wellness benefits out there. You'll get memberships for Aura, Function Health, and Amazon One Medical, all included within the card, making it one of the most complete credit cards out there. Now, to top it off, we don't only want you to travel in style, we also want you to arrive in style, so we threw in a $250 annual credit for autonomous rides every year. This is a summary of all the benefits. I've been talking for a while, but to summarize, you're going to get over $3,000 of value every year. And now I'll tell you how easy it is to upgrade to the cards. You click here. It's going to do its animation. Here's the summary again. It's $3,000 of annual value. It's 5% on dining and flights, 10% back on hotels and cars. You review your terms. You agree to them. And all this just for a $695 annual fee. And that's it. My card is ready to be shipped. This is my address in SF. If you're ever there, you're please welcome to come and get coffee. I'm going to click confirm. That's it. The card is on its way. I'm going to come back, and my app has been upgraded to the Platinum experience. You'll notice I have a $100,000 limit now. Now, other credit cards make it really hard for you to access all the benefits I was talking about, but that won't be the case for us. We have actually built an entire portal where you can get access to all these benefits without having to jump any hoops or go to like these annoying websites to get access to these things. So you will see all your benefits here. And since travel is such a big part of the entire Platinum experience, we actually built an entire travel portal from scratch, and I'll show you how easy it is to book a flight. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to fly back home next week. I'm obviously going to book business because I'm a Platinum card holder. I'll click search. This is the final animation. This is my favorite one. And these are all the flights. I'm going to pick the morning one so I can go home in time and see my kids. I'm going to click confirm and proceed. This is all my family, from babies to moms to dads and myself. I'm just going to stick with myself for now. I'll confirm the booking. Boom, that's it. My flight is done, and I get 5% cash back just on this purchase. So thank you all. Thank you. To summarize, if you don't remember anything about the Platinum card, just remember these three things: extraordinary limits, extraordinary rewards, and of course, extraordinary style. Thank you all.
Thank you, Deepak. We'll begin boarding shortly for families with small children and those that need special assistance, as well as for our Platinum members. That's right. Some of you may have noticed a Platinum designation on your boarding pass this evening. What that means is that you'll be on the first boarding group for Platinum card invites, so you'll get access before everyone else. And here's what it looks like. Look at that. It's annoyingly heavy, just like our Platinum members want. And if you're watching on live stream, I should also tell you, We've selected 15,000 of our existing Gold Card holders for early access to Platinum. You'll get a notification immediately after the keynote. When we set out to build this card, the way we thought about it was if James Bond had a credit card, Q would give him this one. We think you're really going to love it. All right. I do want to let you know ahead of time that we may encounter some turbulence on this flight, particularly as we're flying over the Rockies. Is there anyone here who gets a little panicky when there's turbulence? Me too, to be honest. I'm terrified of turbulence. You might wonder, how did this guy become a pilot? Well, at least for me, I realized that the fear is ultimately about a lack of control. So what I did was I learned how the airplane worked in excruciating detail. Ultimately, I got licensed by FINRA with my SIE Series 7, 63, and 3 financial licenses. But I know what you're thinking. Maybe not everyone has the time or the interest to go through all of that. So for the rest of you, Robinhood Air's got you covered. You don't all have to become financial pilots because we have our own state-of-the-art autopilot system, Robinhood Strategies, where we combine cutting-edge technology with our licensed investment professionals who are here to ensure you remain safely on track to your destination. So if you want to sit back and let us manage those investments for you, you can rest easy with our regular market insights that explain what's going on and what we're doing about it. You know, we're really proud of our industry-leading passenger experience and our product reliability. In fact, I'd like to take a moment to talk about some recent recognition that we've received. This is our first time mentioning it publicly, and it's my great honor to share it with you today. We were recently granted the J.D. Power Award for overall customer satisfaction. Woo! For our DIY wealth management experience. God, I love this thing. It's heavy too, isn't it, Q? Mm-hmm. You know, when Q joined our flight crew, one of the first things we dreamed about was one day winning this award. You remember that?
I do.
We felt like we were very far away from being accepted by the industry to such a degree. It was very aspirational. Because, if you remember, the industry didn't take us very seriously back then.
They do now.
And that was 4 years ago. So, to ensure your overall customer satisfaction continues on today's flight, it's my pleasure, our pleasure really, to introduce your cabin crew for the evening, starting with Steph Guild, who's in the aircraft right now and has an update for you all on today's travel conditions. We're actually getting the signal patched in from the aircraft over radio right now. So let's hear from Steph on the new features you can expect from Robinhood Strategies and the current weather conditions. Oh, there she is.
Thanks, Vlad. I'm here on our Starliner L1649A, making sure everything is ready for our customers. First things first, we always start with the macro conditions, so we know what to expect throughout this flight. This time last year, we launched Robinhood Strategies, providing tailored, expert-managed portfolios and advice. It's the first time Robinhood has stepped out of self-directed investing and given you access to the wealth management experience. We so appreciate the trust you've placed in us and are now managing over $1 billion in assets. Actually, it's now over $1.5 billion. Next month, the results of our first year will be in, and we're excited to soon share our returns against benchmarks. But you know, a plane like this can't fly without full integrity. So we recently integrated 2 important features requested by our customers. First, more insights on returns. Last year, I shared the story of the client that had one question every time we met. Did you make me money or lose me money? There are multiple ways to answer that question. So we built a breakdown of your returns, and by tapping compare, you'll find time-weighted returns compared to your benchmark. Just like the radar in this plane, you can now see all the views of returns for your portfolio. Second, tax loss harvesting. A lot of tax loss harvesting services just execute the same thing no matter what your situation is. We now allow you to have a say in what happens with year-end precision. Every year during harvesting season, if there are losses to take, we walk you through available options based on what we see, so you have the opportunity to customize the outcome that's best for you. like this. If we don't hear from you, we'll take care of it and automatically harvest losses against gains in your managed account. Speaking of taxes, we've heard from a lot of people who want to transfer their outside portfolios to strategies, but they're worried the transition to the portfolio we recommend may result in unplanned taxes. No one likes a surprise tax bill. Well, good news. Introducing Tax-Aware Transfers, a new service for strategies clients. Let me show you. After receiving your assets and cost basis showing potential gains, you'll be invited to review what the transition will look like for you at the top of your dashboard. Tap Get Started, and you'll be presented with the details like this, including estimated taxes based on your stated income. And because we're here to guide you, we provide an alternative option to further reduce the estimated gains, allowing you to transfer some high gain stocks out to your self-directed account temporarily. Or if you're still not seeing what you need, you can customize what happens next by tapping on Set Target. By moving this slider, you can tell us the amount of gains that you're comfortable taking along with estimated taxes. I'll move this to 5K. We'll calculate what is needed to get you where you want to be tax-wise. Once you've decided, tap Confirm, and we'll take it from here. Now you can ways to answer that question. So we built a breakdown of your returns, and by tapping Compare, you'll find time-weighted returns compared to your benchmark. Just like the radar in this plane, you can now see all the views of returns for your portfolio. Second, tax loss harvesting. A lot of tax loss harvesting services just execute the same thing no matter what your situation is. We now allow you to have a say in what happens with year-end precision. Every year during harvesting season, if there are losses to take, we walk you through available options based on what we see, so you have the opportunity to customize the outcome that's best for you, like this. If we don't hear from you, we'll take care of it and automatically harvest losses against gains in your managed account. Speaking of taxes, we've heard from a lot of people who want to transfer their outside portfolios to strategies, but they're worried the transition to the portfolio we recommend may result in unplanned taxes. No one likes a surprise tax bill. Well, good news. Introducing Tax-Aware Transfers, a new service for strategies clients. Let me show you. After receiving your assets and cost basis showing potential gains, you'll be invited to review what the transition will look like for you at the top of your dashboard. Tap Get Started, and you'll be presented with the details like this, including estimated taxes based on your stated income. And because we're here to guide you, we provide an alternative option to further reduce the estimated gains, allowing you to transfer some high gain stocks out to your self-directed account temporarily. Or if you're still not seeing what you need, you can customize what happens next by tapping on Set Target. By moving this slider, you can tell us the amount of gains that you're comfortable taking along with estimated taxes. I'll move this to 5K. We'll calculate what is needed to get you where you want to be tax-wise. Once you've decided, tap Confirm, and we'll take it from here. Now you can consolidate with us with confidence. And finally, we're working on the ability to open multiple managed individual accounts, so you can have us manage different goals for you. In the meantime, don't forget for our Gold members flying with us, unlike other investment managers, your management fees per account are capped at the 100K mark in assets. That means no fee for every dollar above that. But that's not all we're doing for our Gold members. I'd like to introduce you to my colleague, Brooke Beckoff, to share some exciting new updates.
Thanks, Steph. Hi, I'm Brooke, and I'm in charge of the Robinhood Gold cabin on this aircraft. Some of you may be wondering what that is. That's our version of first class, except here, it doesn't cost thousands of dollars. It's just $5 a month, basically the price of a cup of coffee, and not that gross airline coffee our competitors serve. For the last 9 years, Gold has helped you save, spend, and invest like the top 1%. Now, to celebrate our 10th anniversary, Gold is going to help you live like the top 1% too. Welcome to your all-new Gold Rewards Suite. Starting later this month, all members will see a revolving section in the Robinhood app with some incredible new in-flight services that will completely upgrade your Gold experience. Let me give you a sneak peek of what you'll have in your app soon. There's a lot to cover, and I don't want to spoil too much, so let's go through these at jet speed. We'll be dropping tickets to some of the world's most exclusive events, free for Gold members who claim them in time. There's also access to cool services from our partners, like food delivery. I'm not a math major, but the offer I see here looks like it will cover your Gold subscription all by itself. Then there's the brand new Gold collection, a hand-curated selection of high-end goods just for our members. There's been a lot of talk about precious metals today, and we just might have some for you at a special price. And finally, my favorite, free crypto, just for being a Gold member, which we'll be offering monthly for as long as corporate will allow us to keep running this. You can claim an entire coin, including favorites like Ethereum, Doge, and even Bitcoin. Just hit claim to unbox your mystery coin. And what's really cool about this is it gives me exposure to a new asset that I've never traded before. Wow, that felt like we walked through an entire SkyMall magazine in just a minute. So if somehow I haven't convinced you yet that it's totally worth joining Robinhood Gold, let me remind you about some limited time offers we're running for Gold members until March 25th. When you transfer your assets into Robinhood from your existing brokerage, you'll earn a 2% match on every dollar you bring and 3% for transfers that include $10,000 or more of margin. And every dollar you deposit earns you an entry to receive life-changing rewards to build your future. We're giving away cash for a home down payment, $150,000 towards student loans, and 2,000 solid Gold bars. So, I look forward to welcoming you to the upgraded Robinhood Gold experience, making its way to our passengers later this month. I'll hand things off now to my colleague Sam Nordstrom, who has something exciting to share for all Robinhood users.
Thanks, Brooke. One of the best feelings about flying is finding out you're getting to your destination early. And here at Robinhood Air, we try to run our planes ahead of schedule because faster just feels better. This shows up everywhere we build. Faster trading, faster deposits, faster data and insights. And whenever we find something that isn't as fast as it should be, we dig in. Recently, we've been hearing about one area that still has a need for speed: dividends. Our customers have been telling us that they want faster access to these funds. So we decided to open up the hood and see what we could do. We're going to get a little technical here, so if you're not a dividend hound, bear with me. Here's how dividends work today. First, there's the declaration date, when the company announces the dividend and the expected payout timing. Then comes the ex-dividend date. You need to own the stock before this date to be eligible. A day later is the record date, when the company determines exactly who will receive the dividend and how much. And finally, typically 2 to 3 weeks after that, there's the payment date, when the dividend is paid to us to distribute to our customers. What we heard that some of you wanted was simple: access to your dividends earlier on the payment date. Most brokerages, including us, process dividends on the payment date and settle them into customers' accounts by the end of the day, around 8:30 p.m. But our customers wanted access in the morning, around 9 a.m., so that they could trade, reinvest, or use that money for expenses. And this makes sense, and we could have just done this, stopping where other brokerages do. But looking at this picture, does something seem a little strange to you? There are typically weeks between the record date, when we already know who's getting paid and how much, and the payment date. This gap is a lot bigger than the difference between 9 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. So instead of just making this a little bit better, we decided to make it a whole lot better. Today, we're introducing early dividends. Early dividends is the first and only product that gives you full, unrestricted access to your dividends, days or even weeks before the payment date. This means that you'll get real cash deposits after the record date, up to 1 month before you can anywhere else, for all supported stocks to do whatever you want with. Reinvest with DRIP, trade something else, use it to pay expenses. It's up to you. All you need to do is hold your eligible dividend-paying stocks at Robinhood. And starting in April, you'll get access to your dividends an average of 17 days earlier than on any other platform. And we're just getting started. Later this year, we'll be rolling out the product that you asked for at Hood Summit, a comprehensive, best-in-class dividend tracker as a part of our commitment to being the best platform for dividend investors. All right, looks like this plane is ready for takeoff. Let's check back in with our pilot.